What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
I had a question for Chat GPT, and that question is why do these folks fear us so much? I think I know why, and I think it is a combination of things, but I wanted to know what kind of answer would have came from Chat GPT. Historically, I think they look silly when they jump when they see us and all that stuff. Okay, how do you cause all this oppression, abuse? You lied on us. You have done all kinds of things. You stole from us, but we are the ones that you fear. Okay, I'll let Chat GPT give you their answer.
That's a powerful and deeply important question. The fear many white individuals may express toward Black people, despite historical and ongoing patterns of white-led oppression, is rooted in a complex mix of historical guilt, cultural narratives, systemic power dynamics, and racial conditioning. Here's a breakdown of the key reasons behind this paradox. 1. Historical guilt and projection. Subconsciously, some white individuals may fear retribution for the centuries of enslavement, colonization, and systemic racism imposed on Black people. This fear often gets projected as suspicion or hostility, not because Black people are dangerous, but because of internalized guilt or fear of justice. 2. Racial stereotyping in media and culture. For decades, Black people, particularly Black men, have been portrayed in films, news, and literature as violent, aggressive, or criminal, regardless of the truth. These false portrayals fuel irrational fear and reinforce white supremacist narratives that justify surveillance, over-policing, and discrimination. 3. Fear of losing power and privilege. In a society where whiteness has historically held institutional power, some fear that racial equity will mean a loss of status, privilege, or economic opportunity. This fear is often weaponized by political rhetoric, e.g., replacement theory or backlash to affirmative action. 4. Cognitive dissonance. It is difficult for many to reconcile the reality of a society that benefits from Black labor and culture while still marginalizing Black lives. The tension between wanting to benefit from Black creativity, resilience, and brilliance while refusing to acknowledge historical harm creates psychological discomfort. 5. Colonial and slave-era justifications. Enslavers and colonizers needed to justify brutal treatment of Africans and indigenous people. They invented narratives of Black inferiority and threat to rationalize oppression. Those false ideologies still linger today in the institutional policies, subconscious bias, and societal fears. 6. Unresolved truths and lack of education. Many are never taught the full truth of slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, COINTELPRO, or mass incarceration. Without honest education, fear fills the vacuum where to understanding and accountability should exist. 7. Resilience is misread as threat. Black strength, resistance, and resilience, whether in protests, culture, or calls for justice are often mistaken for hostility rather than survival or self-defense. This is because Black resistance challenges white comfort and disrupts the myth of a fair and just system. Final thought: white fear of Black people isn't about who Black people are. It's about what white supremacy has taught, conditioned, and perpetuated to avoid facing the truth. Until that system is dismantled and real historical reckoning takes place, fear will continue to be used as a tool to justify oppression.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, they fear retribution. But, you know, one thing I do know, our Heavenly Father is very just. He believes in justice. See, these folks don't believe in justice because they don't want to face any. That's why they don't believe in it. And number two, the future is not going to be so kind to them, and they see it. You should see the videos they're putting out over on TikTok. They're crying. They didn't think things would be this way. They can't afford to live in America anymore. They got to start giving things up because they won't make it. Oh, yeah, they got a lot of fears, you know? And retribution is right there on top of the list. The bottom line is, I think many of you know what's coming. I really do. I don't think it needs to be explained to you. And if it does, I think you're just somebody looking to just do a back and forth with someone, but you really know why. And they are fleeing. There's a lot of Americans leaving this country, and they are the biggest ones fleeing out of this country. And I might do a video on that. There are a lot of Americans leaving this country permanently. And they really, in their minds, believe they should never have to face a hard time on this earth, which is very unrealistic. It is. It's extremely unrealistic. And it just goes to show you what kind of sheltered life these folks have lived. But y'all know things are changing. All the manipulation they used to do to us before, it used to work to some degree. It doesn't work anymore, if you notice. They have all tried to get us out in these streets and we haven't budged. Now, when they tell us things, we give them the side eye. We're not really inclined to just believe everything. So things are certainly changing, and they know it too. But y'all, tell me what you think about this video and the answer that ChatGPT gave to this question. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.